He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense getting set for first down. Back to the ground game on the left. On the move at the 30. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Selden. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Moves away as he feels pressure. Right on the money to the out. Bag the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early. We're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gonna take a shot, and it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive, you want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, he'll do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up 4th.
No good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the...
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Give to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown ball! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Guys, one of the oldest and most spirited rivalries in the FBS is being renewed today. Oregon and Oregon State are squaring off. Here is the latest. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack.
Looking deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. All by himself down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas State.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see. You got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. The give to the left. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push and just kind of give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best.
And he's running in the open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Snap it to the back. Into the end zone for the 2, and they push that lead out to 8. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next.
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Wants to throw. It's Rayner. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They'll run it from the gun. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the Volunteers will keep this drive going.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Lewis. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball. Their guys holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. The play action fake. With the catch, it's Matthews. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field, stringing first downs together like that.
Touchdown, Tennessee! What a catch and run for 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Oh, it's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to the Royals. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll give it to the back. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Motion from the offense. They'll run the toss. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Give to the back. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide out in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And it was worth the gamble when the long pass is incomplete. this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
And these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to put that ball in there and make it happen.
Coming after him. This time he's got his man. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. It's complete to the left. Tackled, but he has a first down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
The corners are walked up tight. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Knocked off his feet.
And I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in, and down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
They're thinking touchdown here on 4th and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline. They'll go to the air. Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown Volunteers. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Looking downfield, it's Rayner trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this all...
It's a fake. And it works if he can get the first down.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap it to the up back, completing the pass.
They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
The sure hands, it's Bush. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Red Wolves are in the hurry-up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Offense lining up quickly. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
This offense has struggled to get any rhythm going, and the only success they've had is throwing to this guy. So no question here in the second half, they're going to try to do that more often, but the defense knows it. Nice job there in coverage, making sure that one fell incomplete.
It's caught downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. This is intercepted along the sidelines.